Hi, thanks for joining. Today you'll just need your mat and go ahead and take an easy seat, crossing one leg over the other. Let the sit bones relax into the mat. Maybe close the eyes, roll the shoulders up and back, palms facing up, and take a few deep breaths in and out the nose. Sitting up tall with a strong, straight spine. Trying to clear the mind here, let everything in the external world off of the four corners of your mat stay there. This is the time for you to explore your body and focus on your asana practice. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Clear it out the nose, let it go. One more big belly breath in. Chest lifts and lungs expand. Exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, fingertips to touch. And clasp the hands on the exhale, round the back, cat back, press the palms out in front. Inhale, sweep the arms up, release the fingers, and go ahead and twist over to the right, placing the left hand on the knee. Tent the fingers behind the hip and gaze over the back shoulder. Breathing in. And on your exhale, release the back hand and reach up and over, find a sideways stretch, sink the right hip just as equal into the mat as the left, and rise up to stand. We'll go ahead and switch the crossings of the legs. And sitting up tall, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Arms sweep up overhead, clasp the fingers, and press out in front and round. And go ahead and sweep the arms up, release the fingers, and twist over to the left. Inhale, reach, and exhale, twist. Release the back arm, reach up and over, sink the left hip into the mat. Gaze underneath the elbow and come back up, return to center. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Go ahead and extend the legs out in front. We'll find Paschimottanasana, seated knee bent here, sitting up tall through the sit bones. And then go ahead and flex the toes, reach towards the toes, grabbing onto the ankles or whatever is available. Inhale to a halfway lift, extend through the spine. Exhale, find a fold. Trying to see if you can expose the bottom of the feet towards the top of the mat. Chest down towards the shins. One more inhale and one more exhale. Start to roll up. Send the hands back, fingertips facing towards the heels or away. Plant the feet and lift to your reverse tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. We'll move into a seated twist here. Right foot is going to stamp over the left leg. Keep the left leg straight, or if you have the space and it feels okay, anchor both hips with both knees bent. Right fingers tent behind the hips. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, add your twist. And take one more breath here, sit up tall. Really start to rotate through the spine and come back through center. We'll take this right foot, the top foot, match the right knee up to the left sole of the foot, work on half hero's pose. And again, this left leg can be long. And start to work back to a place that feels appropriate to you early on in practice today. Breathing through the front of the right leg. And take one more deep inhale. And deep exhale, we'll slowly crawl back up. Sweep both feet onto the mat and windshield from side to side. And find your second reverse tabletop. Feet plant into the mat, hands plant, hips lift. And on your next exhale, slowly lower the hip points down. We'll extend the right foot this time, sitting up tall, left foot plants. And option to bring the right sole of the foot, right heel towards the right sit bone, left sit bone. Inhale, reaching up, right hand, and exhale, add your twist. Sit up tall as you rotate, gazing behind to the back wall. One more inhale and one more exhale. We'll slowly unwind your version of your half heroes pose with the left leg tucked behind, finding a stretch in the left quad to your edge. Start to work your way up. Swing the left leg around, both feet to plant. Windshield wiper the legs. And go ahead and find your reverse tabletop pose. Plant the left foot down, start to lift the right leg up and stretch. Lower the hips down to hover. Inhale, stretch and lift up, and exhale, rebend. Other side, weight into the right foot. This time, left foot lifts. Lower to hover. Inhale, press and lift up. Both feet land. Take one more inhale here. Stretch through the shoulders. Chest is broad. And exhale, release. Wrap the hands over the shins and do a few rock and rolls. And we'll meet, maybe take 2 or 3 more. We'll meet at a forward fold towards the top of the mat when you're ready. Maybe using momentum here, plant the feet and find a squat here. Heels begin to lift. Bring the knees up towards the chest. Pick your point of focus out in front. Maybe hands start to come to heart center, one or both. Take another inhale breath here. And exhale, lower the heels and stand all the way up. Arms reach up overhead. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms to touch. Lean over to the right. Both shoulders and hips square to the front. Inhale, breath lifts you back up through center. Tip over to the opposite side and take a deep round of breath here. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms behind the tailbone, clasp at the fingers, rolling the shoulders up and back. Find your first Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe pedaling out the feet here. Pedaling out the knees, left and right. Staying with your breath today through practice. If any pose feels strange in the body, just come back to the breath. Working on our mindful inhales and exhales. We'll soften and slowly release the arms. Inhale to a halfway lift. Extend through the spine. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale again, halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. One more time. Inhale, halfway. Extend the arms, palms down. Root through the feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands through heart center. If you'd like to set an intention, perhaps repeating a mantra or a dedication for your practice today. Great job. And we'll continue to move, meeting in Tadasana, mountain pose, top of the mat. Feeling the ground beneath the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive over the legs. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back into your high plank or supported plank with the knees towards the mat, on the mat. And we'll take another breath here. Inhale, shift the weight over the wrist. We'll lower to the belly to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oscillating cobra, tops of the feet on the mat, hands at 2 and 10. Inhale, lift through the heart, gaze up. Exhale, release. Inhale, broad shoulders. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale, hold it here and start to lift the feet, lift the arms, find your locust pose, Shalabhasana. Stretching through the spine, spinal extension here. One more breath, stretch. And exhale, let it go, one cheek on the mat. Take a breath here. Feel the space you've started to create in the spine. Press hands underneath the shoulders. Let's find Balasana, child's pose. Hips back over the heels and take a breath up and down the spine. Let's spread the fingers wide, roll up into tabletop, drop the belly, lift the heart into your cow back. Exhale, press and round. Tuck the toes, start to lift your hips up and back. First downward facing dog. Make it work for you. Find movement here. Any way you'd like, side to side, back and forth. Opening up all the different channels of the back body. A little free flow here. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Lift the right leg up and back. Find a three-legged dog. Press through the hands, strong through the core. And we'll go ahead and crunch knee to right tricep. Lift and hold here. Great job. Send the leg up and back. And again, crunch and hold. Working through the side waist. One more time, reach, crunch and hold. And go ahead and set the right foot outside of the pinky finger. Find your lizard lunge. Any movement you'd like, staying with the breath. And take a deep inhale. Maybe come to fingertips long through the spine. On the exhale, push the floor away. Long pyramid pose, maybe the front toes. Start to flex, sending both hip points up in space. Exhale, rebend. Two more times. Finding length in the back of the right leg. Press, lift the hips, and rebend. One more time, press, hips reach up and back. And go ahead and rebend. Gaze out in front. Left foot's gonna step to the outside. Find a active squat here, sinking the hips back, hands to hips. Inhale, press and lift all the way up. And exhale, sink the hips down. Press the hands onto the mat. Right foot steps back, lizard lunge. And find your high plank pose. And take your Vinyasa. Coming into your back bend of choice, cobra, or maybe tops of the feet, finding upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. And we'll go ahead and lift the left leg, three-legged dog. And start to compress through the rib cage, left knee to left tricep and hold. Inhale, left leg up and back, smooth movements. Go ahead and crunch knee to tricep. Last time, left leg shoots up and back. Slowly start to bring the left leg forward, maybe touches the tricep, left foot outside of left fingers. And find your lizard lunge from here. Sink the right hip down. Maybe come to the fingertips as you extend through the spine. Press and lift the left toes. High pyramid pose. Rebend, heart shines forward. Press through the left foot, right big toe, and send the hips back, long pyramid pose. Soften and rebend. Last time. Press and hips lift. And we'll go ahead and step the right foot also outside of the right hand. Active squat, sinking through the hips, toes turned out. Inhale, reach to stand. And exhale, find your active squat. Fingertips press into the mat, left toes step back. And we'll meet in our plank pose. Take an inhale. And go ahead and exhale through your Vinyasa. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale to the right leg up. Let's crunch one time, knee to tricep, hold it here, press through the hands, send the right leg up and back. Right foot steps outside of right pinky, lizard. Inhale, press into your high pyramid pose. Rebend the right, step the left outside. Let's come into a passive squat, this time Malasana. And then go ahead and send the hip bones up to the sky. Find a narrow forward fold here. Turning this into a twist, right hand to plant, press and lift and twist. And switch sides. And go ahead and place both hands on the mat. We'll turn the toes out and sink back into our Malasana squat. Right foot reaches back first, lizard lunge, and high plank pose. Take your vinyasa, and as always, option to skip, meeting in downward facing dog all together, however you choose. Left leg reaches up and back. Let's crunch one time, knee to tricep and hold. Inhale, left leg up and back. Lizard lunge, left side. Inhale, straighten high pyramid pose. Exhale to rebend. Find your Malasana, top of the mat. If the hips aren't feeling so good to do this quite yet, you could stay in your active squat. We'll pop the hips up, turn the toes in, narrow stance, forward fold. Left hand to plant this time. Go ahead and rotate through the spine. Right arm reaches up. And we'll switch sides. Take a deep inhale as you gaze up. And release. Go ahead and inhale, halfway lift, and then we'll rebend into our Malasana squat. Left leg steps back into lizard lunge and find high plank pose, or your version of plank. Ride out your breath through your vinyasa pose. Vinyasa flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Great job. Take a breath in and a breath out. And we'll gaze at the top of the mat, step or float feet towards the thumbs. Inhale to the halfway lift, exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up to stand, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Go ahead and take your toe stand, rolling onto the toes, knees lift towards the chest. Option to balance here, hands to heart center. And take a breath. Go ahead and lower the knees towards the mat with grace. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms and sit back onto the heels. With control, knees into chest, hands to heart center. Press the heels into the mat, rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, chair pose. Now you can have hands at heart center, or as you extend through the spine, biceps by the ears. And we'll be here for 2 more breaths. One more inhale and one more exhale. We'll meet at hands at heart center, standing tall. Send the arms out in front. Pull the right arm all the way back. Rotate through the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Drop the right arm to the back of the leg. Lift the left arm up and over. Inhale, breath. And exhale, return with arms facing left, back and forward. Go ahead and place the right hand in front and bring hands through heart center. Step the right foot behind the left. Reach the right arm up and over, get in the side waist. And come back through center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold, coming onto the toes. Toe stand, knees into chest. Maybe balance. Hands to heart center. And slowly lower knees to the earth. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hips towards the ceiling as well. Cactus the elbows. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Balance. into your toe stand. Hands can come to heart if you'd like. Slowly lower the heels, lift all the way up, press arms up, and find your chair pose. Be here for a few breaths. Weight is in the heels. One more inhale. And exhale, we'll go ahead and rise, hands to heart. Send the arms forward. This time we'll pull the left arm all the way back and rotate through the spine. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, go ahead and let the left arm slide down the back of the leg and lift the right arm up. And bring the arms forward and back again. Close it off, hands in front of the heart. Bring hands to heart center. Step the left foot behind the right this time. Right hand on the hip, left arm reaches up and over. Take a breath in, open up through the side waist, and we'll meet back in center. Great job. Inhale, reaching arms up. And exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into toe stand, knees into chest, and balance. Slowly drop the knees out in front, arms sweep up, hips lift. Exhale to cactus. Coming back into your toe stand, maybe a little wobble. Drop the heels, inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale into chair pose. Now we're gonna add on from here. Feel free to go back to the first round we did with both feet planted at any time. That's gonna be option 1. Option 2, inhale, right knee into chest. Grab over the right shin, maybe get some ankle rolls here. Stretch it out. Keeping the right foot lifted here. Option to keep that right foot lifted. Hands to heart center, open arm twist here. Maybe left hand hold on to left knee for a little bit more support. Take a breath in, stand tall, and exhale, come back through center. Maybe knee stays lifted. We're gonna send the right leg back, slow landing, high crescent lunge, right big toe lands first. Arms reach up overhead. Here you go, high crescent lunge. Grounded through the lower body, lifted through the upper, light through the upper body. Left arm's gonna reach down the right leg, find a reverse lunge here. Great job, inhale, find a little bit more space. And exhale, breath. Both arms reaching up, high crescent lunge. Hands to heart center, high lunge twist over the left knee. So right arm is gonna hook around the left quad. Hands are gonna be at heart center here. Anchor in this elbow and then twist, thumbs to breastbone center. One more inhale. And one more exhale. We'll meet in high crescent lunge. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale to heart center, right knee into chest, strong soldier pose. And release, sit back into your chair pose. And we'll take a round of breath. And go ahead and lift the left knee up if you'd like to move with this balance version of the flow, wrapping arms around the shins and take some ankle rolls. Switching sides. Release arms out in front. Left arm pulled all the way back this time. Find a twist. Take an inhale and exhale, bring hands back through center. Slowly bend the right knee as you send the left toes back. We'll meet in high crescent lunge, staggering the feet a little bit for that strong wide base. Arms overhead. Where can you sink a little bit deeper in the lower body as you find that lift and lightness in the upper? One more inhale and exhale, right arm down towards the left leg. Lift up and over with the left arm. Twisted lunge, inhale. And exhale, both arms up. Take a big breath in and hands through heart center. Forward over the leg, over the bent knee, hook the left elbow. Use that as your fulcrum, your spinning over point. Stretch the left heel back in space, thumbs towards heart center. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring the gaze forward, arms reach all the way up. And hands at heart center. Find your soldier pose, left knee in. And release. Great job. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's take a vinyasa. Go ahead and clear it all out before we add on a little bit more. Great job. And gaze in between the thumbs. We'll step or float. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, roll up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, dive over the legs. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold, coming to the toes, toe stand. We'll start to add on a little bit more from here. Bring hands to heart center. Find your balance. Slowly let the knees lower out in front as you lean forward with the hips, arms reach up, elbows reach out. Find toe stand. Work on the balance, challenge if you'd like. Heels drop, arms lift overhead. Inhale, exhale, Uttanasana, fierce pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now, if you're moving with the one-legged flow, right knee into chest, staying here as you twist, or maybe extending, maybe grabbing big toe with opposite hand and twist. Strong through the standing leg. Take a breath in and exhale. Right leg comes back, big toe soft, landing, high crescent lunge. Sink and lift, inhale. And exhale, left hand slides down the back of the leg, reaching up and over. And both arm reaching up, stretch. Hands through heart centered, leaning over the front leg, hook the elbow. Find your twist. Maybe start to expand the arms here. Maybe gaze out in front, lift the back leg, find a revolve half moon pose. Great job. Take one more breath in. And if the back leg's up, go ahead and land it. And maybe a little wobbles as you land and lunge. Inhale. And exhale, breath. Go ahead and step forward, right knee into chest. And replace fine chair pose. Take a breath in. And exhale it out, left knee stands tall. As you twist, maybe opposite hand to big toe pose. Twist from the lower part of the spine, and then see if you can gaze towards the back fingers. We'll slowly release the grip. Left leg gracefully steps back as you bend the front knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Right arm slides down the back leg. Inhale. And come back to high crescent lunge, right arm up. Hands through heart center, fold over this front leg, hook the elbow. Find your twist, maybe opening up through the arms. Keep the back heel stretching back, and then maybe bring the gaze a foot or so forward. Left fingertips on the mat. Revolve half moon. Take another inhale, and exhale, slowly rebend the front knee. Back toes lands, high crescent lunge. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands through heart center, left foot steps up. And find your mountain pose. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Great job. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, find a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Rising to the toes. Heels lift, toe stand. Working through the ankles and the toe joints today a lot. Great job. And send the hips forward, soft landing with the knees. Inhale, press, reach up. Exhale, elbows wide. Sit back, find your toe stand balance. And drop the heels, lift the arms up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, chair pose. One inhale and one exhale. Now take the option you'd like. Maybe come right into this extended leg twist if you'd like. Keeping the steady gaze as you match it with the movement. And then slowly find your high crescent lunge, moving through space with ease and grace. Left arm drops, right arm lifts. Coming back through center, inhale. And exhale, twist over the left knee, option to come right into your half moon pose. Soft landing with the right big toe, reach up, high crescent. And option to do a handstand hop switch, or we'll switch sides by coming into a standing splits. So leaning over the bent knee, the front knee, placing the hands on the mat. Stay here in your standing splits and work through that. If you'd like to jump switch, right foot's gonna land. So if you're in your standing splits, right foot lands. And then we're gonna rise with the left knee into the chest. Work the other side, maybe kick the left foot out as you twist. And face forward, left big toe slowly lands, high crescent lunge, inhale, breath. Right hand slides down, left arm lifts. Come back up through high crescent lunge. And let's go ahead and find a twist over the front leg, maybe come right into your revolved half moon. And slowly come back, high crescent lunge, left big toe on the mat, inhale. And exhale, standing splits, or option to jump switch. Inhale, right knee up towards the chest. And exhale, hands through heart center. Find your mountain pose, take a breath. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale to your fold. We'll go through this one last time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold into your toe stand. And find your balance. Go ahead and drop the knees, lift the hips forward, arms reach up. Exhale wide. And find stand. Lower the heels, lift all the way up to stand. Let's bring hands through heart, prepare for our last round of Uttanasana, fierce pose. Last round. One more inhale, one more exhale, move into your version of your twist. Coming back through center, right big toe lands behind, high crescent lunge, inhale. Left arm down the back leg, inhale, reach. And come back through high crescent lunge, moving into your twist version, arms open if you'd like, option to lift the back leg, half moon revolved. Slowly lower the back toe, inhale, high crescent lunge. And reach over the bent leg, option, hop switch, or standing splits, left knee into chest after you switch. Extend through the left heel. As you come back through center, front knee bend, left big toe on the mat, inhale, rise. Drop the right arm, reach up and back. And we'll come forward, high crescent lunge, hands through heart center, twist, maybe open the wingspan, maybe balance. Find a new edge, last round, as you lift back up, high crescent lunge. Take a breath in. And exhale over the front leg, standing splits or jump switch. Right knee will lift into chest wherever you are. And exhale, hands through heart center. Find your mountain pose. And breathe. Great job. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Maybe a slight bow in the head. Acknowledge your standing practice. Arms out to the side, palms facing down, deep forward fold, Uttanasana, let it all go. Prahastasana, big toes to wrist, crease, palms underneath the feet. If this is a little bit too much, option to take peace fingers around the big toe. Elbows out wide, chest down towards the shin. Letting the upper body fold over the legs. Great job. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Release the grip of the hands, heel toe the feet out into your malasana, toes out, heels in, taking whatever movement or moments you like. Now we're gonna have an option to do a crow stand here, if you'd like. Perhaps just stay in malasana if you'd prefer to skip the arm balance today. So we'll go ahead and wrap the triceps around in the inner thigh, grip the mat with all 10 fingers. I like to bring my toes in and create a shelf on the back of my arms for my shins. Maybe playing around with lifting one knee, one foot, and drop and lift the other. Or maybe come into your full expression of your crow or crane pose, compressing through the rib cage. Long, slow exhale breaths. We're about halfway there. Whichever journey you're in the middle of, stay with it. 3, 2, and 1. Move through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog pose. Go ahead and lower the knees, sit back into the heels, find a child's pose, and take a few cleansing breaths. And go ahead and sit back into the heels. And we'll reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring hands through heart center. Gaze forward, crawl the fingertips out. Find your tabletop pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, press and round. Come into a forearm plank from here. Strong through the core. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then drop over to the outer right foot, outer edge of the right foot. So maybe this right hand's gonna spin in a little bit. Maybe left arm lifts. Squeezing up. 3, 2, and 1. Find your forearm plank. Hold it for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the left. Side plank pose. Stasana on the forearm. 2, and 1. Back through center. 1 more round through. 2, and 1. Right foot, right outer foot. 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Maybe play with lifting one foot and then the other just to keep it interesting. 2 more times each side. And the last round, left or right, and left or right. Left side, left forearm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. 5 more counts. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees drop. Child's pose or sitting back on the heels might feel nice. Take a few breaths to catch up. So we're going to move into a dolphin pose next and work on an inversion, coming up into your shoulder stand. If headstands in your practice, if headstand or any sort of inversion up against the walls in your practice, maybe scoot over to a wall. If going upside down is not in your practice, maybe feet up against the wall. That could be nice as well. Getting the feet over the heart. So we'll go ahead and practice our dolphin pose first, and then we'll cue and give you time to take your inversion. So palms on the ground, forearms on the ground, or maybe palms to touch. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up towards the sky. Now I like to start to heel toe my toes in a little bit, walk them in towards my elbows, sending my hip bones up. And press through the elbows, press through the forearms here. Maybe gazing in between the elbows, or maybe pressing back and looking towards the back wall perhaps. Now stay here or move into your version of an inversion, however you'd like, finding control on the entrance and finding balance. Have about 10 counts to play and to explore. Let's stay here for 3 more counts. 2 and 1. Slow with the landing. Use control and find a child's pose or sit back onto the heels. Great job. Find stillness for a few breaths. Let your body reassociate with this new space that you created with all this dynamic movement through so many asanas and strength building. Inhale, arms reach up. Clasp the hands, press the palms away, find your cat back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, let the hands fall down to the sides. And we'll meet seated on the sit bones. Feet out in front. And we'll work on our forward fold, Uttanasana. As we did in the start of class, maybe toes reaching back towards the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And exhale, find your version of your seated forward fold today. Maybe moving the hips a little bit more back in space. Bringing up the chest out over the shins. We're about halfway there. Great job. Slowly roll back up. We'll meet in reverse plank or reverse tabletop here. Nice little counter stretch moment. And go ahead and release. We've done a lot of rotations today, so let's see if we could do a twisted forward fold. This isn't up your alley. Maybe work on Janu Shirshasana, one side folding over a single leg and then the other. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, twist to the right, like we have done before. This time, the left elbow is going to come on the outside of the right leg. The fingertips are going to reverse, so the pinky fingers facing up towards the sky, holding onto the opposite pinky edge of the toe. So you feel right here in the lower belly that you really need to engage and twist. So I like to think forward, finding length, adding a twist, flex through the toes, and maybe reach up. Maybe reach over, grab opposite toe. Use that as your fulcrum here. Pressure with the hands and the forearm on the leg to lengthen and lift. Almost there. A few more breaths here if you can, long and controlled. One more inhale and one more exhale. Right arm's gonna lift all the way back up. Come to your side twist and close it off. Great job. Bring hands through heart center, roll down the spine, find a low boat pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower body lands. Readjust as you need. We'll take this pose on the opposite side, sitting up tall on the sit bones. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, find that open arm twist. This time, right elbow is going to wrap outside of the left knee, left shin, and then right pinky edge facing up as you grip the outer edge of the left foot. Man, these two sides are super different for me. Much tighter on my left here. Maybe staying with the left arm over, maybe starting to reach. Lengthen through the spine as you twist. Take a few more deep breaths. Find some space in that tight spot in your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift, open arm twist. Come back to center, hands to heart. Lower slowly down to low boat pose. Option to bring arms overhead, keep the shoulders up. And come up to your high boat pose. Hold on to the tops of the shins and rock and roll back and forth. Great job. Just massage it out. And we'll meet laying down on the back, soles of the feet planted, knees lift. Maybe dropping the knees down from side to side. We'll work on our bridge and or wheel pose. This has always been a tough one for me, but like they say, you should. And the ones that don't feel that you're not as comfortable with in the body. Sometimes it's what you need. Learning new ways to open up and to reintegrate that opening space. So go ahead and lift the hips. Palms pressing on the mat. Send the hips up as you press through the feet. Option to find a bridge pose, hooking the hands underneath the hips, pressing through the shoulders. Option to take your first wheel pose. We'll do 2 rounds here. So just know that as you're going in and ready to explore your back bend. And lower down. Keep the chest open by finding Supta Baddha Uttanasana here. Maybe one hand on heart, one hand on belly. So it's always a super exposing heart opener for me, so it feels good to kind of signal to my brain and to my body that I'm in control and I have this hand over heart, finding a moment to ground. And take some slow exhales here, just signal the nervous system to relax. Great job, and we'll move into a second round. So option to take your bridge pose again, or bring the hands by the ears. Second, final round, bridge pose, your journey. About halfway there. And release. All right, find your way onto the back. Soles of the feet together, knees can come out wide. Option with the hands if you'd like. And if there's any last movements you'd like to take before finding your final resting pose in Shavasana, go ahead and move into that space now before finding complete stillness through the body and through the mind. Option to extend the legs out in front, arms down by the sides. Find your expression. And closing the eyes. I invite you to stay in your resting pose of Shavasana for the length of time that works well for you today. An opportunity to honor the space that you've created in your body and move into that new version of yourself, that new existence with more space in body and mind. Thank you for joining today through this practice. It's really a joy to share this virtual space with you. Peace.